Yikes. That's coded language, people. You're smart enough out there in listener land. You know. He's not going to undress a $100 million ball player publicly more than he already did in the game. A potent bat. Really? At what point in his life in Detroit has he been a potent bat? He's not. He's one of the better baseball minds on the team. Really? How about we do a test? Throw him a slider. Let's see how his brain functions. So, that's coded language, and he's doing the job. It's ego management. But I'm asking you, does anyone see this guy here opening day 24? Hey, if he turns it on and has some incredible season, well, then you throw this show in the garbage can. But my point is, if we just assume he's not happy here, which I don't think is a big leap of faith, and we assume it's not going to turn around because, let's face it, we've got some good evidence here. This guy's not a good ball player. Then how the hell does it continue? So I gave you two pathways. Neither are likely. But pathway 3 is he just sits here, becomes public enemy number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I am Scotty Harris, that's not in play. It cannot be. Scott Harris is trying to remake an organization. You can't do it with a pariah. 248-539-9797. Go to Nolan, 97.1. What's up, Nolan?
Hey, thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, buddy.
I just wanted to say it's really hard to say if he's going to be here to the start of the next season just because we don't really know how Scotty Harris is going to function this team in the offseason. Obviously, he's got a lot of work to do. If I did have to pick, though, I'm taking option A. I'm to the point where I'd rather watch Zach Short play on a daily basis than Javier Baez. It's kind of embarrassing to watch him and tell people that I'm a Tigers fan. And not a lot of people saw the him jogging out of the box yesterday, which a lot of people were more focused on him not knowing how many outs there were, of course. But, him jogging out of the box just adds on top of that. He acts like he hits a home run.
Yep.
And he doesn't know how many outs there are. He doesn't know where the ball is hit. And he's acting like he's the best player on the team. I don't care if there's 100 outs, 2 outs, 1 out. You should know how many outs there are. You're getting paid millions of dollars. And then another thing that really bothered me is after he got thrown out, they showed his face. He was acting like it was somebody else's fault, shaking his head and stuff, and acting like he's not the person to blame and stuff. So that's kind of where I stand, and I'm ready for Zach Short to come up to the team.
Yeah, that's a sad state of affairs. But yeah, he makes $22 a year. Is there a market for Javi Baez at $11 a year? I don't think so. It's why I just said you probably end up having to pay the better part of $60 million over the course of 4 years. And you're, in essence, going to pay Javi Baez to play against you. And, by the way, you probably got to grease the skids by offering the team who takes him a high-level prospect. It would be painful to part ways with him. Like, if I were a team and you're like, wait, you want me to take this cancer? Sweet. Who's your third best prospect? And you're paying 2/3 of the contract. And we can do that. Sure. So listen, guys, this is one where Scott Harris has inherited something special. Stu, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike. How you guys doing today?
Good, Stu.
All right. First of all, I can't find the lie in anything you said. Javi is horrible right now, and we're really stuck with only a couple of options, from my opinion.
Yeah.
Number one, help him believe that he's going to be sat, and then we might get a spark there, because the one thing they do have for them is he has an opt-out this year, but he's only going to opt out if he has a year. Secondly, the other option is, I don't remember if this was Buddy Bell or whoever, but let's put him on the 7 or 10-day IR with flu-like symptoms and help him understand we're not going to put up with that as a team. We can't put up with what he's doing and how he's doing it. We need guys who want to hustle, guys who want to play. They may be limited in talent, but Malloy and people like that can come up and take a spot for 7 days, and that's what we need to do.
No, Stu, you're on it, because what Scotty Harris is trying to do, and it's going to be a long process, you cannot have lapses in effort and focus. Not when you're going to have a young team. Not when people are going to look up to Javier Baez as a team leader. Can't do it. So I'm finding pathways to get him out of here. Look, you once acquired Miguel Cabrera, and the throw-in was Dontrell Willis. Okay? Deals like this happen. I don't even want to go down scenarios because we're nowhere near the deadline. And certainly we're even further out from the winter meetings. But if I'm Scotty Harris, I've been here for a short time. I've seen enough. I don't know how he's here opening day 24, barring an unforeseen career renaissance over the next 150 games that I don't think anyone in baseball sees. Go to Dave, 97.1. What's up, Dave? How you doing?
I'm doing well, Mike. How are you guys?
Excellent. What's up?
You know, I watched a little of the game last night, and I'd heard your rant yesterday, and I was like, yeah, he's right. This guy is doing nothing and showing no signs of doing anything. I caught a little of the game, an inning, and first thing I noticed is, wow, Baez is in the lineup. And I said, wow, that's weird. Hinch was listening to the show. So I went to bed. I watched the 8-minute highlight reel, watched those a lot, and I see it happen. And, first thing, as soon as he hit that ball, I'm like, run. It was like Nuke Lelouch or Crash Davis. Run, dummy. He's looking at it like, well, I know it's going to be caught or a home run. It was like, okay, that's bizarre. Then he did the goofball, not what outs there are. But then, I guess Mike's right. Hinch is protecting the fragile $100 million ego.
No, it's part of.
He's a potent bat.
But Dave, it's part of it is ego management's a big part of being a manager. You can't publicly crush players. Now, you can do it behind the scenes. I think you did a great job bringing them into the tunnel. But you're not going to go to the media and then throw chum in the water. You're just not going to do that. Hinch is a pro in that regard. He didn't do anything wrong. But the Baez thing, I just, barring him playing some electric baseball, I don't see how Scotty Harris could keep this guy here. I'm sure that's going to be a great conversation with Chris. Sure, that's going to be fun. 248-539-9797. We'll get a little football today. We got some draft stuff coming up for you. What if I told you the first sleeper name I brought up, the first guy on this station to bring up this guy's name? What if the Lions ended up taking him all these months later?